Weaver, and I'm introducing Eric and Nikita. Eric will discuss the difference between peer and professional reviews. He will explain how to and how not to critique someone in a peer and professional manner. Here's Eric.
How you doing? My name's Eric Manheim. I'm going to start off with the negatives on the professional side, since all of us are starting to gear towards being a teacher someday. I'm going to be a health teacher myself, and first off, I mean, you're going to have students are going to want to act out. I know some of us did. I know I did. Um, as a teacher, there's one example going into my profession or my side of education. Um, there's going to be times we're going to have to go over serious matters such as sex ed or drugs, whatever. Um, they're not going to want to. They're going to laugh, giggle, whatever. But if someone's just being really disruptive to the rest of the class, you're going to want to obviously stop, whatever their behavior is for further disruption. But instead of just blowing up on them, and I mean, he or she is not gonna make any, connection with you later on when you try to talk to them. Just stop exactly what's going on at the time, and then bring them to the side after class is over, and explain to them, hey, this is a serious stuff. Can't have you disrupting the rest of the class. And if it were to continue to do so, you may have to bring their parents in and sit them all down, or at least two of his parents or her parents, and just really make them aware of what's going on in the class and that they need to address that. Also, as a coach, I know I played sports in high school, and there's appropriate time to go out in front of the group and call them out. Sometimes, if they're not catching the play, or if they keep messing up what they're supposed to be or where they're supposed to be doing, there's ways to go about it. But you don't want to just be like, "What are you, stupid?" That's not going to be a very positive way to get through to them. So rather than doing something like that, address it at the time, and then at the end of practice, don't degrade them, but just be like, hey, obviously you're having some problems with whatever play or catching a ball, whatever it may be, and grab some of his teammates and have them give some input too. That way, it's not just coming from one person that feels like they're getting yelled at until they get it down. There's also other ways to critique people, not only in the professional but the on the peer side, coworkers. If you're sitting there in a meeting and let's say they're doing a PowerPoint presentation on a subject, and they're not they're struggling, they're not good at speaking in front of people, or they just aren't good at putting together a PowerPoint presentation and executing it effectively. Don't laugh at them or be like, make snide comments in the back where it makes everyone maybe laugh. I mean, we're not five. We're going to be professionals someday. So help them out. Give them advice if you have any kind of, if you're good at speaking in front of people, or if you're good at putting together PowerPoint presentations, and helping them with their outlines, their content, and how to follow it up. Just give them some moral support, if anything, as well. Also, if you're with your friends and say you're playing softball, you're in a league with some of your friends, and you have, you got a buddy that he's just, or she is just not coordinated, not good at sports, and they can't catch a fly ball to save their life. Don't be like, hey, way to catch, hit you in a bad spot, right in the hands. Yeah, I know what that happened. No, you can't degrade them in front of everyone. Just pull them aside, help them out, and if nothing else, just don't rip on them. But anyway, those are best ways that I can explain as far as peer and professional critiques. And here's Nikita to sum everything else up.
Thank you, Eric, for summing up different ways we could approach different situations at different times. As a teacher, I will now know how to critique my students and coworkers in a different manner professionally.